Welcome back, friends. It's Anders. Today we are making the Haystack Cocktail. This is a bourbon-based cocktail that I'm guessing most of you have never tried before. It's relatively new, it's 4 ingredients, it's easy to make, but it's super complex, it's really good, it's bitter, it's herbal, it's all of these great things in one drink. So that's what we're making today. Let's dive right in to the bar. Okay, a little history, the very little history on the cocktail we are drinking today. The Haystack Cocktail, created less than 10 years ago in 2017 in London by a bartender named John Barraclough. Here's the deal. I know nothing about Mr. Barraclough. I looked, I don't know, I haven't found a picture, I don't know what he looks like. I don't know what bar he made this drink at. John, if you're watching this, who are you? What are you up to? I appreciate your drink. I hope that we do it justice here, but I know nothing about you. The only thing that I could see were a couple quotes from John about this cocktail. He says that, the quote, he says, this cocktail, the Haystack Cocktail, is, quote, a yellow version of Sam Ross's Paper Plane. We all know about the Paper Plane, Sam's cocktail that is also 4 ingredients with bourbon. But then he also says, quote, it has the perfume of a hayfield in late summer. That's all I know about this. Now, we look at the ingredients, okay? It is very yellow. He's right in saying that this is a yellow cocktail, but there's a big difference. I wouldn't really necessarily compare this to the Paper Plane. The Paper Plane follows the last word template, which is all equal parts, 4 ingredients. You have bourbon, lemon juice, Amaro Nonino, and Aperol. The Haystack Cocktail also has the bourbon and the lemon juice, but instead of the Amaro Nonino and the Aperol, it has Suze, which is a gentian liqueur, and apricot liqueur. The thing is, the taste of the gentian liqueur, the Suze, is a lot stronger than, say, the Amaro Nonino. So it's not really a comparable swap in my mind. John knew this because he balanced the drink differently. His ratios I've tried and they're very good, but you still get a lot of that gentian liqueur. So I've dialed that down and I've kind of come up with my own measurements for this drink. But I do think it's a really good cocktail, and I don't think that we need to even compare it to the Paper Plane because it stands on its own 2 feet. So we're making it, and you will be making this again, I guarantee it, because you'll have to pick up a bottle of Suze, and what else are you gonna do with that? I'm joking. You can make a white Negroni, okay? We'll be right back with the ingredients after this message. Today's video is sponsored by Tailor Store. Tailor Store has been making custom clothing for more than 20 years, and what's cool is everything's made to order. No mass production, no piles of leftover inventory, just your shirt, made for you. Their online design tool makes it easy to customize everything from fabric to colors to buttons to collars, cuffs, everything. They just dropped their new fall collection and I grabbed 2 shirts. This one I'm wearing is called the Colchester and it's in navy and brown. It's a comfortable flannel, which is my kind of shirt, especially when it starts getting cooler outside. But I also grabbed the Braga in dark red for a dressier option. I usually wear a watch, so I had the left cuff made a little bit roomier than the right to make it fit comfortably. It's those little details that make custom worth it. Fall, look out. Feel free to order the same shirts I did, but I'm setting the bar pretty high here. Good luck looking this handsome. Tailor Store also owns its production facilities so they can skip the middleman and offer a lower price. Plus, they offer a free remake guarantee. If it doesn't fit perfectly the first time, they'll remake it until it does. If you want to check it out for yourself, click on the link down below or head to tailorstore.com/Anders to get 20% off your order. Check out the new collection and wear something that actually fits for once. Thanks, Tailor Store. On to the film. To make the Haystack Cocktail, we will need bourbon, Suze, apricot liqueur, and lemon juice. Pretty simple. If you can source these ingredients, then it's a very easy drink to make. So, base of the cocktail is bourbon, but it's not the main flavor. The main flavor in this cocktail is the Suze, which is a gentian liqueur. There are other ones out there. You've got Sailors, you've got Aveze. They vary in intensity. Suze in particular is very bitter and it can easily overpower your drink. So for that reason, the bourbon I'm using is higher proof. It's also a high rye bourbon, which mixes well in cocktails, but it is going to help to stand up against that strong Suze flavor. The apricot liqueur is there to balance out the bitterness from the Suze, gives it a fruitiness, a little stone fruit sweetness, which is really nice. And then the lemon juice turns this into a sour style cocktail, freshly squeezed. Let's build. We are going to shake this cocktail because it has citrus in it. Typically this cocktail is served up. like you would a paper plane. I am serving it on a big rock, a giant cube. So if you wanna follow what I do that. Whatever the case may be, have your glassware chilled. We're gonna start with the bourbon. 1 ounce of bourbon. To that, 3/4 of an ounce of Suze. Now we will add 3/4 of an ounce of the apricot liqueur. With these liqueurs, you wanna be careful because things can get really sticky really quickly. And finally, 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice. The most standard ratios are equal parts bourbon and Suze, 1 ounce, and then 1/2 ounce of the apricot and 1/2 ounce of the lemon juice. I'm simply turning up the apricot and turning down the Suze. So now we can add ice and shake. Grab a chilled low ball and drop in a jumbo chunk of ice, and then double strain into the cocktail glass. I'm also gonna brighten it up with a little bit of lemon oil. Hit the sides, you can discard that, and there we have the Haystack Cocktail. Cheers. I will say, it smells like you get the apricot, you get the Suze, a little bit, not a ton of it, and then the lemon on top. I don't necessarily get hayfields in late summer, but I'm also in Chicago and I haven't been to a hayfield in quite a long time. There is something that's kind of earthy about it though. Yeah, this hits you on a lot of different layers here. Surprisingly, I get the bourbon first. I will say this drink is best enjoyed while it's cold, freshly shaken. You know, some cocktails you take a sip and it's just kind of this one big long flavor, and this I get in sections. So I get the bourbon up front, then I get the Suze. And the Suze carries on through to the end, but there's a little bit of that apricot in there towards the end. Super interesting. If you are, you know, sensitive to bitter things, maybe this isn't your thing. Wanna try this one?
Yeah, that's good. Fresh, autumnal. Makes me wanna go apple picking or something.
Oh, okay. These 4 ingredients are challenging to balance, and I think that's what makes this cocktail so much fun. And I think that there are a lot of different ways where you could tune in that balance. Thank you, Tailor Store, for sponsoring. As always, grab your merch, grab your falernum and grenadine, sign up for the newsletter. I'll see you next time. Cheers.